Yes, everyone, it is video number 3. So I hope you're all okay. If you didn't get a chance to go over video 2, which was on longer passing technique, you know, those little daisy cutters, those little drillers, everyone likes those, are so satisfying. That video might help you with today's video. So today's video is volleys, how to improve your technique from the ball in the air. From the ball in the air? From the air with the ball? Not sure on that one. Not sure what I was trying to go for there. From the air, trying to get your volleys on target, maybe even making your technique better or even learning the technique for the first time. I'm going to show you the best way to learn it by yourself. Let's get into this one. It's an absolutely freezing cold day, although it does look lovely. Look at that. It does look like a really, really nice day, but it's not. It was like, what, something like -2 I was coaching in last night. But we move. I only moan because it was like 9-10 degrees last week. Don't know where that's gone, but hey ho. We are going to go into the video. I'm going to do a little warm up again because I'm a little bit chilly. We're going to go for a little bit of a technical, little passing, and then the finishing part of the drill is going to be volleys, and I'm going to take you through the best technique and the best technique for you to learn when you guys are on your own. Let's get into this one. Oof. Not bad. Right, everyone. So as you've just seen from those last couple of clips, that is the technique we are going for. Now, the start bit and the sort of beginning of this little learning, you're literally going to have the ball from your hands, okay? Now, most of it, you only really need a football. You could do this in a plain field. Plain field? You could do this in like an empty field where you have nothing in front of you. Obviously, I'm using a goal. You could use a wall. You don't need it. We are literally just trying to refine and learn the technique of a volley. Now, for the ending of it, I will be using a bounce board, which will set me up for a volley, but I'll also show you how to use it when you've literally just got a wall. Maybe you've got a wall somewhere in your garden with a little target. I'll get onto that bit at the end. But to start off with, all we're going to do is grab a football, or maybe you've got a bag of footballs, and I'm going to go through this little bit of technique with you. So I'm going to get this out of the way. So watch. With most volleys, this is the problem that the majority of players that I coach have. They will just literally do this. Again, the reason I've stood the camera up behind me is because I want you to see my body position from that angle. All right. So this is the problem with most of people's volleys. They'll do this. Thank God that ball didn't go over. But you see the way my foot goes from bottom to top. This is a technique for a volley that is a really, really, really unbelievably hard technique to learn and get on target, because it's as simple as this. If my foot starts from the bottom and goes to the top, my foot finishes going upwards, the ball is probably likely to finish upwards as well. So we've got to find a little technique that's going to get the ball coming down. Because if the ball starts in the air, we want it going down, so we try and get the ball on target so we can keep it down towards the ground. All right, so first tip is this. I personally don't think this technique of a volley going from bottom to top is the way to do it. For me, it just doesn't work. The ball goes up too often and we don't get many shots on target when we're trying to hit a volley. So let's get into this bit. I'm going to show you exactly how to not do the top to bottom bit and exactly how I want it done. Yes, guys, little pit stop. If you are enjoying the content that I'm pushing out, maybe you've watched the last few videos, then please like and subscribe, show the channel a little bit of love. Secondly, if you haven't already, make the most of, can you see them? The one-to-one activewear grip socks. They're on sale at literally like over 50%. I don't know what I'm doing, putting them down at that price. But hey, make the most of it while the sale is on. Let's get back to the video. Hope you guys are enjoying it. With this bit, we're going to grab 4 footballs. Again, I've got 4. You can use 10, you can use 20, whatever you like. So, ball in your hand. It's going to be thrown up into the sky. You're going to allow one bounce, all right? So you're going to allow one bounce, and you're going to hit the ball on the volley. Now, it isn't a half volley. If you guys don't know what a half volley is, this is it, where it just bounces before. We're not doing half volleys. We're doing full volleys with the balls in the air. So, I'll leave that one. So watch. I'm going to explain it, and I explain it to most of my younger players. Volleys, I almost want you to lie down in the air like this. So your left shoulder, okay, is going to come all the way, not all the way, but as far down as you can to the floor. And your right leg is going to start as high as you can. So just like the problem I just mentioned, instead of our foot, starting from bottom to top, we're going to start our foot at the top, as far as we can get it, so then it only has one option to come down. All right, so if our foot's coming down, likely it is, if we make good contact with the ball's going to come down as well. So the position is almost like laying down there. Right leg starts nice and high, down there. Imagine like a Shawn Michaels kick. Don't know how many people know who Shawn Michaels is, WWE. But anyway, right, so watch. I'm going to throw it up, one bounce, lean in. Now you see the way the ball, his only option is to come down. So I'm leaning, I'm almost lying down in the air. Watch again, lying down in the air. Now even though that one, I haven't made great contact with it, the ball's in the floor. How many times do you see volleys, even in the Premier League, that hit the ground and then go in afterwards? Good. As long as it is into the floor, like it is, it's gonna be on target. Straight through the volley. So watch. Here, up, lean in. Nice. And you're sort of coming away from the ball. So I'm leaning right legs nice and high, and it's coming down. Okay? So I'm going to give I want to give 8 footballs a go in a row now. So I'm going to try and get my technique right. I'm going to throw the ball up, volley. Throw the ball up, volley. Like anything, it is repetition and practice of trying to get the same feelings. Okay? So you guys can try and find a technique that works for you. Okay? I will, don't worry lefties, I'm going to do it on my left foot in a minute. Actually, I'll tell you what, these 8 footballs, I'll do some left foots and some right foots. Okay? But yeah, for the lefties, all the information I do give is obviously opposite for you guys that are left footed. Now with my right, I'm leaning to the left. Left shoulder falls down to the floor. Right leg is nice and high and coming down. If it's this way, my right shoulder comes to the floor. Lefties, left foot nice and high coming down. Okay? Let's get into these 8 footballs. Right. Here we go. Number 1. I'm going to do 8. I'll do a set of 4. I'll grab and I'll do another set. Perfect. Perfect. Nice. Into the floor. Right leg started high, finished low. Same again. Start high. Finish low. It's fine. It's exactly what I want. Just for this first bit, all I want is the ball coming down. All right? So left foot. Leaning right. Coming down. That's fine. That's nice. Back in. Last one. Leaning right. Oh, I had to reach for it. I've dealt with it. It's in the corner. It's down into the floor. I'm going to grab them. Do another 4. Just get myself used to the technique. And then after the 4, I'm going to go through the exact contact point I want you to use. And then a little bit on follow through. Lean. Down the middle. We go again. We go again. Still come down, which is what I want at this point in it. All I want you to practice on is just getting the ball down. All right. Now, you don't have to hit the ball as hard as me. I'm hitting it quite hard. You could go for one like this and just go a little bit lighter. Still making sure it's in the vicinity of a goal. But watch. Normally, when you do put your foot through it, it does allow the ball to start back spinning, going down to the floor. Right, here we go. That's nice. Left foot. That's a nice strike, that. It's a lovely strike. Back to the right foot. That's fine. I'm really, really happy with them. All I'm doing is just get myself used to the body position and the technique I've got to get into when I'm trying to keep the ball down. Let's get on to a little bit of contact point in this next bit. Right, so on this next bit, I'm going to concentrate on the contact point that I want you to sort of get used to, all right? So the first bit we've gone through is we're leaning down, shoulders coming to the floor, right leg nice and high. Now when we make contact with a ball, we definitely want to use anywhere from your instep all the way to your laces nice and close to your ankle, all right? So just in here, all right? And we want to hit middle of the ball, and as we're coming down on it, the ball's going to spin, so watch, middle, down, all right? So we're sort of coming through it, but down to the floor. All right, and that's where we're going to be able to keep the ball down a little bit better. So this time when we're doing it, you're going to concentrate best you can on making contact with the ball, middle of the football, on this bit of your laces. Nice and close, nice and high next to your ankle. All right, give that a go for another 5. I'm going to get the bounce board out and I'm going to have a few first time volleys off the bounce board. Still want you guys concentrating on 1, my body position, and 2, the point at which I make contact with the football. All right, give that a go for me. I'm going to set this up and we'll get into it. Right, bounce board set up. If you do have one, great. If you don't worry, because the next bit I'll show you how to do it if you've literally just got a wall. All right, my footballs are set up there. I'm going to pass it into the wall. I'm going to run in, a little bit of a realistic run up, nice and quick. And I'm going to get the same technique off, finishing as best I can in the goal, okay? So for you guys with just a normal wall that doesn't sort of raise the ball up, just keep watching because I will get onto that bit. All right, here we go. Boom. That was decent. Again, as soon as I see and watch the ball come up to a certain point, I'm going to get my body position ready and I'm coming through it, trying to lean towards my left. Into the board. Yes, that's the one. See the way I've come almost a little bit across that. If you watch my follow through sometimes, when you're coming here, you're through the ball and it's down across the ball. That across the part of the follow through will get the ball back spinning or even spinning a little bit left to right, like you've just seen that. It will still keep the ball down, which is exactly what you want. Again, stay down, I'll take it. Right, just going to quickly pause the video there. For those of you that don't have a bounce board with a little angle on it to pop the ball up, and you've just got a wall, that is my wall setting for the bounce board. You can just use a wall to bounce it off. You might want to go little one to get it in the air, lean, get yourself down. That's a really, really good finish. It's really annoyed me that you haven't seen that. But if you have got a wall, you might have a little target in the garden, off the wall, flick it up, wait for it to bounce, body position, finish. Again, if you don't have any bounce boards, any walls, you just keep using your hands. Keep using your hands, getting yourself used to the technique and the body position that you've got to get into. Okay, so back to the little lefties I was on there. I'm going to take you now into the whole session in a nutshell and the little 3 points that you guys need to focus on. Oof. Good strike that. That was decent. Came off a bounce board, a bit funny, a bit low, but I was still in a good position to get myself down and across the football. If you can't come down on the ball, definitely come across it. All right, let's go again. Better than my right foot. I definitely advise you get it perfect on your strong foot before you move on to your left. I'm doing this on my left foot so the people that are left-footed can see the body position I'm getting in. Okay, so if you are right-footed, make sure you have it completely perfect on your right. You're hitting your target a lot before you go onto your left. Because when we're perfect and we're really confident on our right foot, we can start to copy the same technique and the same body feeling for when we go over to our weak foot. Okay, and vice versa for you left-footers. So this is literally for left foot purposes, just so they can see the body shape I'm getting in. Yeah, take that. Definitely make note of that body position. It felt quite good there, coming across the ball. So we're going to move on to the last little bit. So I'm going to just touch on the bits I've gone through. First bit is our body position. Our leg, whether it's right or left, is going to start as high as we can. So it only has one option, but to come down on the football. Okay. Second bit is we're leaning and our shoulders are coming down to the floor. Down to the floor. It's going to help us get our leg nice and high. Second point is your contact point. Middle of your foot on your laces, through the ball, through the middle, and as you come down on it, the ball will come down with it. Thirdly, on your follow through, if your right leg's starting high, your follow through should be down to the floor. If the ball's a little bit lower and you can't come down on it, definitely try and come across it as best you can. Okay, so I'm going to leave you with this next bit. I appreciate you guys watching. Now, if you haven't already, get on the follows, whether it's on Instagram or TikTok, or if you've been following my shorts for a while now, please have a look at them because I've got loads of drills on there for you guys to give a go through the week. I'm going to leave you with the rest of my finishing session. It is mainly volleys. There's a couple where I get it down off the deck and finish as well. I'm going to leave you with just literally 3 or 4 finishes from the session. Thank you for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.